What's up, YouTube fam? It's Dark Angel's Journey. I'm Shakira. Well, it is hot, hot, hot. Hello, summer, and you are my bestie. So I'm outside enjoying this heat because that's what I like. I have a fan next to me, providing that chill point, and another week of trading has gone by. So I thought I would share, as usual, as I do weekly, reviews of how we did this week and how we're feeling, and then just a quick review of the different trades that I did take. Most of my considerations moving forward are still as before, working through entering the trades when I'm supposed to, um, and holding them to fruition, meaning basically not moving my stop too soon. So I'm slowly working on that. One thing I know like for a fact going forward, you know, is you definitely want to make sure that your winners are bigger than your losers. I mean, I know it's obvious, or it should be obvious, but you could technically be a break-even trader forever, right? Which is what I feel like at the moment. But that's not where I'm going to end up. But, it is a process. Also, I did get LASIK in this eye, so it's been a bit of a struggle. With seeing things as clearly as I'd like to see them. The healing process is in progress. They did say that it was gonna be blurrier before it would get blurrier before it got better, so I guess I wasn't ready for that, but I should have been. Anyway, so let's get tiny. All right, so let's roll on into this week's activities. So I took no trades on Monday and no trades on Wednesday. I really do need to change the color on that. Should be a blue, like a light blue or something. So you can see the difference like that. Okay. Uh Trades on Tuesday and Thursday, and then I took two losses today trying to go long. Uh a little choppy. Definitely should have waited, but the trade I did was perfect, just not when I took the trades. So boo-hoo to me, etc., etc. Yeah, and I already did a recap for the week before. So let's switch windows. I'm ending this week in the red a little bit, just stop outs, which is perfectly acceptable in my mind. Hold on. We switch windows. It's like OBS doesn't know that I've switched windows until I've turned it over. Switch that back. Come on, be seamless. It's being rude, y'all. It's being rude. Let's try a different window. Yeah, it's not switching. It wants to show you the calendar, but for whatever reason, it doesn't want to show the chromies. Apologize. Trying my best here. Oh, think we just got it. All right, perfect. Okay, so let's work from today on our way, on our work today on our way back. So, something that I've learned over the last couple of months is the simple fact that whenever you see a trade that makes sense to you, take it. So like this one made sense. Bam, 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 3 wicks. They're continuing that way. Beautiful. I didn't take it. This is the trade I should have taken today. This is the trade I attempted because I was thinking maybe they'll come back, tap that. Should have waited. Didn't see the same behavior here. Should have, right? Didn't. Also, the setup is different. Order block, no fair value gap here. Little one right here, but that's not enough. So I got stopped out here, and then I attempted to, because I wanted an entry down here in the first place, and then I attempted to enter here in the middle of this, actually, not this, and then got stopped out again. So that sucked. My exact target was these equal highs up here, which they have since taken at lunch. Now, what's fascinating about this price action is there's not a lot of pullbacks. to make a lot of these trades make a ton of sense. Like this one, if I'd waited, I would have still been stopped out because it would never have made it to my TP. We're just hanging about, playing the games. And then just before lunchtime, they're deciding, okay, we're going to move up. It's time. It's time to take that. Very annoying. So in terms of like this being a good price action for me, I mean, we were just kind of bouncing around inside. We're bouncing around inside of a range, around the top portion of the range. Let me right here, right. So this is a bigger 1 hour range that we've been bouncing around inside of. And so we've been at the top portion of it. Initially, I was looking for a short, but only if it, blew below here and gave me that type of like signal. The morning's price action basically said it wanted to go up, you know. And if I'd taken this first leg attempt, which I should have. Now this is the type of setup like when your mindset is when you're clear on the trend, and I was waiting for a pullback and it dropped into the 0.75, 0.9, but the wicks respecting the fair value gap inside of here, respecting it. So, 1, 2, 3, that's a good indication that we might want to continue back up. Given the confluences, we're in the middle of this new week opening gap. It's not bad. These guys are just, I'm to be very honest, just terrible trades I should not have taken. Once you see that nice clear trade come back for the morning, then you should most definitely not try again, which is what I ended up doing today. I'm usually pretty good about it, but it happens. And, I'm sure it's going to happen again over time, so that's not weird at all. So no PM trades for me. My rule is very simple, 2 trades a day, and that is all. 2 trades. Now here's another scenario that's not too bad. It's continuing up. Swept all of these lows here, gave you a fair value gap, then I would want to see it come back down. So this week, a lot of these, the price action never made it back down to my areas of interest for entries. So I didn't end up taking a lot of trades. But this this came in here. Let me see. I probably would have been stopped out with that wick. Well, let's see, because my stop is 37 ticks. Yeah, so I would have been stopped out with that wick if I tried the entry there. If I'd set it at this guy, then I would have been fine. And again, I'm always looking for like 205 ticks, which is about $1,000 and 1,045 or something like that. So in order to see that, we need to create a limit order. Currently just working with 1 contract. So yeah, 1,025. That's what I'm usually looking for. I just manage the trades accordingly. Anyway, so let's take a look at this, because this wouldn't be so bad. It would have run away when it came back. Once it shifted up here again, then I would have taken long from here, because at least it's shown that it's willing to sweep, return back in. From the ICT, I would be looking at the midpoint of that, trying to get a stop below this guy. And again, I would be looking for 205, somewhere up there, approximately. So just don't know where it's gonna go at all. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's go up to a daily and let's backtrack a day. Okay. Oof, that was a gross day, right? Yesterday was a disgusting day, wasn't it? All right, let's drop down to a 15-minute and let's take a look at the trades that I was most interested in the took no trades in the morning because I honestly just could not get into anything. And this, let's see. So I was looking for them to come up into this. I was looking for an entry. Let me look at my. So I was originally looking for them to take this and sweep that, which would have been nice. They didn't give it to me. So then I was watching 225. So then I was watching this run up and I moved my stop. Let's see what time is that? 3 o'clock. So just past 3 o'clock. I moved my stop to like right about here and I got stopped out. And my entry is better than that, actually. I don't know why I have these two of these. Let me look at my trade journal. Let's swap over to there. Okay. Not seeing that. Okay, here we go. All right, switching over to the trade journal. So yesterday, so yeah, so I got stopped out for the first one a bit too early, and then second one got stopped out in a small profit. So I guess my entry was around here, and then I moved my stop because I just, entered. Yeah, and I specified my stop loss. And I zoom in, and I move my stop loss to right in that general area that I mentioned, and I got stopped out in there. Yeah, right under this. So, and then I think I was contemplating a second entry, but I didn't take that. But it moved about 200. What was it? Let's switch back over. It's a NASDAQ, I guess I'm on one screen, so. Oh, come on. Ugh, taking its time to switch. Okay, so I got stopped out, hoping for them to tap into that, actually take some of this out, but I was trying to hold, but I got stopped out. So if my entry was here and I got stopped out here, so for 250 or something like that, and then it did run up and take everything nicely. It was a good trade. I just needed to manage it better, manage my stop better. I did get stopped out earlier, and then I bought it again at 19.5. What was that? 5. Let me zoom in. Can I zoom in? Can't zoom in, y'all. Trying to zooming. Let me look at my view here. So my second at 19,582. Okay. Was at 19,582. So I wanted it here. It never came back down. I saw the opportunity and I took it here. And I was hoping for it to run up this way to get that much. And of course, I got stopped out. So I was about 250 or so right along here, just holding on to it and got stopped out. Then they ran up a little more. They came back down, which is not juicy, and then ran up again. So I got knocked out at 592 right along here. So not much movement, but still good. And my first stop out was I entry at 567.50. 567.50. 567.50. Oh, is this it? 76. Oh, right here, right here. Oh yeah, sorry. This mix myself up. This is my first entry where I was trying to go long here into this order block. I was hoping this would hold. Honestly, as I'm looking at it, I let's see, would that have held? Not with my stop, no. They ran and swept that one more time and then ran up. So then, once they did that, I decided to take a chance here. And it was just a slow, painful grind. So at most, I was just more interested in getting back this loss and maybe a tiny bit, which equated to about $40, I think. So yeah, we'll just do some cleanup as we back up from over here. All right, so I didn't trade on Wednesday because look at the shit candle. This is just awful. So I didn't trade on Wednesday because it literally just kept going up and up and up at one point, right? So, and again, still working on my confidence. So we have this 9:30 run up. Let's look at this sweep because I'm thinking to myself, like, I originally wanted something here. They came down and like blew it up. And so I didn't take that trade. And let me just keep myself. Yes, I took no trades on Wednesday. So I wanted them to, after this sweep right here, I wanted them to come back down and give me something in this general vicinity to take out these highs, right? And we can take this off then. And they didn't give it to us. They rode this and ran up. So I'm trying to learn to read that, and that would have also given me more than enough of juiciness up there. So that was the PM. I was looking for something. I didn't get anything. Oh, I'm gonna pause for a hot second. Okay, I'm back. I had to pause for a hot second. Oh no, I lost my receipting in the moment. Whatever. Anyway, what was I doing? All right. So that was the PM setup I was considering. I never got it, so I never got to take it. Then I just closed it out. I was like, this is some BS. I'm out of here. And then what happened on so 9:30 saw sweep and then run. This was the only real opportunity for anything. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm still too hesitant to just be like, all right, I'm gonna take that. Maybe if it crested this, I should have been like, yeah, but look, just push up. So no touchy. The other thing is I could have done was this, but again, there's no real indication in my mind as to what it's trying to do. So I couldn't suss out a proper setup, so I just didn't take anything on Wednesday. So let's nip over to Thursday. Why is it all blank? Look at that big run up. I mean Tuesday. And that. All right. And let me remind myself. I took one tiny win on Tuesday. I took a short and I didn't trust said short. I took it because they're running up again a PM trade because I think the morning was too much for me probably. Let's see. All right. Look at the morning. It's 11:30. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I wanted a short. Let me just double check my screenshot here and the time frame underneath it. Yeah, just before 2:50. My morning was a busy, took a short on a long day, good setup, didn't trust, so moved my stop into tiny profit, stopped out, and then didn't re-enter since it's after 3 p.m. Right, yeah. So I just took the one trade in the PM, but I think in the AM I wanted something like this as a reversal. Um, and did not get it. So something to, why did I want that? Okay, so something along those lines. It never made it back up to anywhere close. So I think I was just specking out how much, if I'd gotten it from here, if it would have given me everything that I needed. But the morning was just pure run up. And the thing is, I don't know that I trust these setups. So like I think here, low, lower, low traded through. I wanted them to come back down and give me something juicy. I was hoping for some sort of reversal, but as I'm looking at it now, right, we're at a new week opening gap. We had a low, lower, low traded through, so we had this bullish breaker right here. This is the only fair value gap. So once it left that, maybe I should have felt comfortable taking it. I didn't, but maybe I should have. And then it just sort of slow grinded up the rest of the way and I didn't touch it. I will freely admit I don't think I was paying as close attention on Tuesday, doing other things. But yeah, so this is the short I did take. So I was like, you know what, let's not play games. And we made all of that. We rolled up higher low, lower high, sorry. Then we shifted, broke these guys, tapped into that. And I was like, let me try the short. So I tried the short from here. And, it dropped a bit, but I didn't trust it. So I put my stop a bit into profit like that, just like 30 or 40 bucks or something, just to see, in the hopes that it wouldn't come back and run this out, like somewhere around here. It tapped me out, then dropped a little more, and then they weren't really trying to go lower, because look at this, right? It's a lot of movement right there. At least decent amounts of movement, enough to get about 1,500 out of our contracts, you know. And I would have been okay with this sort of situation too, like this. Get a small amount of that move. I wouldn't have gotten a ton, but a little 500, boom, nice. Anyway, I didn't take any trades on Monday. It felt too annoying for me. Let's dig back over into Monday. Oops. So let's see what happened on Monday. And I just couldn't understand what was happening, honestly. Got 917. But I guess I should have felt comfortable or semi-comfortable with this slow grind up, you know? And if I think about it, like where did we come back down to? Right here, here. That wicked it out. When I like that. Then these guys were hanging around 0.9 level. There's zoom in on that. It's very choppy. Zoom in. So there's a couple of volume imbalances in here. So these guys were respecting them, looking through them, but respecting them. That shifted. Huh, that's an interesting thought, right? So that took that out. So should I have considered something around here? Ooh, let's see. with the stop that I like to. This movement's been a lot more, so then I would have been fine. And then riding it up to that, let's see, take those highs out. I'm constantly looking for like 205 or something like that. So I would have gotten that with some gross pullbacks. Yeah, it was very choppy, so I didn't feel comfortable, so I didn't take any of that for the day. It just kind of ran up and just kept going. I guess you could have just thrown something at it and, and been okay. Let's look at it on the 5 minutes. So if I look at it on the 5 minute, it's a lot easier to stomach, I guess. And maybe that's what I should be doing, looking at it from a higher time frame, which I do. I just like to try and find my entries on the 1 minute or 30-second to get better, to get more out of it. And let's see, so about 2 o'clock, let's see why I didn't take any of this juiciness right here. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to see. Because I would have seen this sweep. So I like this. Rejecting, less on the top. Should have just taken it and, been like, whatever. I don't need to see a pullback. And that's something else I need to work on, right? In the hopes that they would take this high out. And just for funsies, like we saw that, we just bought it. I'm gonna stop under here. Let's see. It'll be just in our range of deliciousness. We're normally looking for 205. So right around there. I'm gonna just let it rip. Already, that would have been nice. I would have been looking for them to take this high out with alacrity, which they did beautifully. So we've already seen that much movement. And then I want to see if they're going to make a low here so I can like jam my stop underneath it. So I would have jammed my stop right under here to lock in some stuff. With any luck, not gotten stopped out. We're at the midpoint of this fair value gap. And we're trying to see if they're going to roll us in. Now, my initial stop would be right under here because I want to lock some stuff in. I might even be interested in pulling it back even further just to see. And it looks like we would just about get what we're looking for. At this point, I'd be moving my stop right under there. And then I would be Audi 5000 right there. And been happy with that. Boom. Don't need anything else. So that's nice. That would be beautiful. Now, this is something I'm going to have to get comfortable doing once I see the behavior that I'm looking for. But that's going to take time and effort and just a lot of backtesting, a lot of backtesting. Until then, there's a lot of potential for that. But I'm just going to let life, my journey take me where it needs to and call it a day. So we said that. This and let's move that around. So one final look at the charts for the moment. Yeah, we're going sideways for the moment. It's all kind of just messy. So we'll call this one and done. I'm excited for the next week and every other week because it means I have more opportunities to grow and be better at this amazing opportunity that I have in my hands. So be safe out here. Let me know down in the comments how your trading journeys are going. Shakira out.